business, TV, particularly music, is a business based on fear. Most of the executives working in it are so insecure. They don't know what the future is because they can't work it out. That creates fear. So that's a very difficult environment to work in. And, you know, people sometimes react to my confidence in the same way as two dogs meeting in a park for the first time, regardless of who's the biggest dog. If one dog senses fear, it will kill the other dog. When I came to LA, that was the first analogy I used. If you show any fear here while you do what you do, they will tear your throat out, literally. Get used to it.
Everybody has a story, and there is something to be learned from every experience.
Knowing who you are, I mean, that's the foundation of everything great.
Emotion is absolutely key to this. Trust your gut instinct.
You can't plan every step in life.
When you learn, teach. At our best, we are all teachers.
Instinct is a force that lives within us, and we call upon it when we need to.
Wake up curious and wake up determined to try to get an answer.
There's always, just ahead of us, the chance of redemption.
Use your life as a class.
He might be the world's most famous talent scout. He's had a hand in launching the careers of superstars like American Idol's Carrie Underwood, Kelly Clarkson, and Britain's Got Talent megastar Susan Boyle. As one of the original creators of American Idol, Simon has achieved enormous success by going against the grain and having the courage to say exactly what's on his mind.
American Idol, the search for a superstar, is this summer's hottest reality TV show.
He's reality's most lovable bad guy.
I really hated that.
With its ratings climbing every week,
Idol's audience somehow manages to keep on growing.
Cowell is worth a reported $90 million with an entertainment empire spanning 2 continents, 14 shows, and more than 70 top 30 records.
Simon, it's your record company that's going to be giving out the contract to the winner of this show, is that right?
Idol is bigger than ever, AJ. It's crushing anything and anyone thrown at it, even the president's State of the Union address. More people watched American Idol when it was on than watched CBS, NBC, and ABC combined.
63.4 million votes came in
the middle of a heated immigration debate on the Senate floor. Republican Jeff Sessions of Alabama took time to hail the victory of his state's homegrown hero, American Idol winner Taylor Hicks.
He got more votes than any presidential candidate in history got last night.
I ought to be singing on American Idol.
Thank you very much, and welcome to the finale. Please welcome your judges. And on his last night of American Idol, Simon Cowell.
I'm not a master of anything. I think what I'm good at is making shows or records which a lot of people will like for the same reasons I like them. Mainly, I trust my instinct. Because I have very broad tastes, I genuinely believe that if I like something, other people are going to like it as well. I don't sit there thinking I work for a record label or run a TV company. I just go, I like this person. Or in many cases, I don't like this person. That's when we have a problem. I'm normally right, though.
What the hell was that?
It sounded like a cat jumping off the Empire State Building and the noise it would make before it hit the floor.
Please.
Can I do something else?
Leave. Bye. That was extraordinary.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, extraordinarily bad. You know, I can remember one year, I think it was probably American Idol 3, 4, whatever it was. And I'd done a lot of shows in the UK, and obviously I'd done a lot of shows in America. And I remember flying over thinking, I've genuinely run out of things to say. I don't know how you tell people that you suck. I don't know how to say it anymore. I've literally run out of ways to say it. And then I actually thought about it, and I thought, the great thing about a show like this is that you don't have to think about it in advance, that whatever you're thinking at the time, within reason, you should be able to say. And I've got into so many arguments and problems in the past, you know, when I've walked out of the audition room, and, you know, they're really, really mad at me. You're not going to Hollywood, get out.
I'm not going to start crying. That British judge that's on the end, he's a and he can kiss mine. He can shove his crumpets up his
I like people to have an opinion. Black, white, whatever. I can't bear anything in between. I can't stand grey. You know, I can't bear what I call nodders. You know, I work with a lot of people who hire what we call the nodders, and they'll just nod at anything. And they're too afraid to have an opinion. The most talented people I work with, particularly some of the TV producers I work with, you know, you sit in a room with them, I mean, you're going to end up nearly in a punch-up because everybody is incredibly passionate. If I'm in a meeting, I will ask every single person in the room a question, not out of politeness, because I actually want to know what people are thinking. Whether you're right or wrong, you're thinking something.
What I really love about him is his appearance on American Idol. He really was about saying exactly what he felt and what he saw and what he heard. And that resonated with the public in such a way. The reason why it resonated is because we all know the truth when we hear it.
All my life, I had to teach myself. I never really had a proper education. I was not born with any skill. I didn't learn anything from school. I hated stuff like physics, chemistry, woodwork, metalwork. I was bored, constantly naughty, always doing things I shouldn't be doing, and I never had a clue as to what I was going to do, other than I promised myself that whatever I did do, I was going to have fun. And that was the most important thing throughout my life growing up, is that I just didn't want to be bored, and I didn't want to be scared, and I wanted to be in charge of my own life. When I was younger, the guy who owned the house next to us was a guy called Jerry Blattner, and he ran the British arm of MGM Studios. And they used to make a lot of movies then in the UK, so a lot of the big American stars like Elizabeth Taylor, Betty Davis, Robert Mitchum, they'd all come in for these big, big parties, and we would be standing on boxes overlooking the party. And I remember seeing this party one night, and the interesting thing was, I didn't want to be the celebrity at the party. I wanted to be the person having the party. I never had any major desire to be well known, but I wanted to be the person who worked with a lot of well-known people and could host the party. And I made a pact with myself that however long it would take to get myself in that position, I was going to be patient. I can have a couple of parties now, yeah. My dad, he was a brilliant mentor to me because he didn't overcomplicate it. He just made everything so simple, which was, I know you hate school, but your mother wants you to do well, do your best. But he taught me the basics, which are, you've got to work hard and you've got to be patient. And he also told me, and it's true, you've got to look after yourself. All I wanted to do was go out to work, make some money, and most importantly, have fun. From my very first day of working in the mailroom, I felt this incredible sense of independence. It was me, my money, I had a job. When I started, you were building a career for yourself. And the only way you were ever going to build a career was meeting smart people along the way who may teach you something and then working it out for yourself. You've got to be patient and enjoy, as I said before, the process of getting there, because I promise you it's a lot more fun than being there. And then when I was 32, I ran out of patience.